Okay, this video is how to judge a health book or a health video. And I made a little mnemonic here. It's kind of like Eagles. I spelled it a little differently. So it's E is the first letter, A, G, I, L, S. So the first thing, is the person really an expert? Do they have something useful to say? Like, good experts, Esselstyn on coronary artery disease, McDougall on starch, autoimmune, breast cancer, etc. Campbell on protein, Welch on screening, Whitaker on psych meds. Okay, do they have something uniquely expertise to say? And then do they explain it well? Like McDougall's good on explaining milk, calcium, protein, etc. Okay, sometimes the author might have a limited topic, but they're really good on that. Nathan Bryant was good for explaining his nitric oxide metabolism pathway. All right. Some guys just have a good general expertise on something they're quite familiar with. Like I like the Master in Diabetes when they talk about diabetes. Okay. So each book's going to have strengths and weaknesses, but here's where you start running into problems, and these are like the important emphasis of this talk, the things that I see the pros getting tricked on all the time. A lot of times, internet video speakers and book writers say really stupid stuff that's the opposite of the truth. And sometimes they say it just because they're ignorant. They haven't done that, they're studying. Like when I hear Kristi Funk say that soy is okay, I think it's because she was just lazy and she didn't read the actual papers. Okay, I think when Mike the Vegan says soy is okay, I think it's because he's lazy and he didn't read the papers. I mean, I actually like both of them, but I think they're a little lazy and kind of, got themselves chumped on soy. All right, but then there's other people who have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and when they tell you soy is good, they're lying, and they know they're lying, okay? Anybody who knows a lot of nutrition and has really studied a lot of nutrition can find these old papers on soy and see what a disaster soy is. And to me, it seems pretty obvious that it's part of the sterilization group of chemicals put into processed food, sterilize all the stupid proles. Okay, that's the point of it. Okay, why would something that lowers sperm count, lowers testosterone, it's high fat, increases ILGF, processed with hexane? Come on, soy is for chumps. If you look at it closely, causes premature puberty, potentially damages the female reproductive tract. Give me a break. Okay. Because the fact of the matter is, let's just be honest about what's going on. Big money hates the pros. Big money wants to drop, the numbers of the pros rapidly. Okay, they put it in writing. By 2030, they want the number of pros reduced by as much as 95%. Take a look at the Georgia guide stones. Okay, it's been written in stone. This is not some surprise or anything. This has been in stone for decades. This is what's being done right now and is coming. And so the relevance is that lots of people sell out for the pro. I mean, they sell out for big money. Big money has money. If you make big money happy, they can give you money. All right. So a lot of people will sell out. Okay, big money wants us to tell the pros soy is good. Okay, I'll tell them that soy is good. You'll get more views. All kinds of good things will happen to you. All right. But you sold out the pros, all right? And there's a lot of things that are like that. You'll hear people saying all kinds of stuff. Oh, soy is good, olive oil, omega-3, caffeine, nuts and seeds, all this nonsense as a way to trick the pros. Now, nuts and seeds are better amongst fats if you have to eat some fat, but still, most people need to minimize their dietary fat. All right. So I just tell you that because I see all these pros being tricked and I feel sorry for them. And I see people write comments where they say, oh, why don't I go, and do interviews with one of the high-fat phonies? And I'm like, you don't understand. The high-fat phonies don't like me. The high-fat phonies, they make their money promoting all these high-fat foods. That's why, a lot of them don't even have a job. I have to work because nobody gives me any money to make my non-monetized YouTube channel that doesn't promote anything, okay? There's no money in helping the pros, okay? And then also a lot of stuff doesn't get covered because the author is scared. If you got an internet business, you want money coming in. You want customers. If you're criticizing things like fluoride, F- in the water, your video is going to get, shadow, bond, ban, what's going to happen, okay? So if you're running a business, it would be stupid to talk about F- in the water. If you're running a business, it would be stupid to talk about things like glyphosate, glyphosate, soy, coffee, atrazine, aluminum in the water in a negative way because all of that stuff is going to block you from getting views. So what I'm trying to say is, if the goal is popularity to run a business to make money, they're going to be scared of a lot of topics. And you will notice that. Just take a look at the things I say, keep them in mind, go watch internet videos, and you'll see, well, gee, like I told you about the famous coffee expert who said, the famous sleep expert who says coffee is fine to drink, okay? That's obvious nonsense, stupid, wrong, the opposite of the truth, okay? But they do it because you have to, I hate to say this, but you kind of have to lie if you want to be popular and get money from big money and from big corporations. I can tell you, I've known a lot of people who grew up in communist countries, and I'll tell you what they said to me. They said in a communist country, they said, you have to lie all day long every day. That's the only way you can survive. And America, unfortunately, is kind of going in that direction. And so the people who are tending to prosper are the ones who are lying to the proles, okay? I'm not doing it because I want to be the best doctor in the world. I actually think I am the best doctor in the world. And if you go ahead, tell me a better one and I will study them. Okay. McDougall was the best in the world. I've studied him quite extensively and he really was the best. Okay. And I've learned as much as I could from him. I've learned as much as I could from all the great ones. Kempner, Pritikin, Burkitt, Swank. There's a lot of other great ones too. Richard Moore, Gregory Sloop, et cetera, et cetera. That's the topic for another day. But anyways, this is a good way to judge a book. What are they really giving you that's true and good and useful? And are they ignorant on stuff? Everyone's ignorant on some things. Are they lying to you? Because a lot of them, they'll get your trust by giving you 70, 80% good content. And then they lie to you because they want to sell you something. Sometimes they lie to you because they're promoting something for big money. Sometimes actually in secret, they hate your guts and they want to trick you into doing something that hurts yourself. And I know, if you're stupid, you probably think, oh, I'm exaggerating, I'm joking. No, I always understate everything, okay? Look at the Hollingsworth rule, okay? The Hollingsworth rule says when a smarter person, better informed person in a domain says something, people who are less informed often, say, oh, they're being weird or something like that. No, I just tell you the truth. And believe me, I always soften the truth for you because I know most of you can't handle it. But I'm telling you, this is the truth. There's a lot of people that hate your guts and want your numbers reduced, and they will lie to you to accomplish that, okay? So I try to protect you and tell you the truth, and, you freak out. Like I said, I get kicked out of Facebook groups for criticizing soy. Lots of people want to interview me because I don't lie to you about promoting things. So anyways, be that as it may, here's a way to judge a health book or a health video. And I think if you look at it this way, you'll be able to understand what's going on a lot better.